1970s were a decade that overflowed with iconic music, but what about those fantastic tunes that only had one glorious moment in the spotlight? We're talking about legendary one-hit wonders. These catchy songs took the charts by storm, then left us wanting more. Today we're counting down the top 10 unforgettable one-hit wonders of the 70s, so brace yourself for a good dose of nostalgia, sing-alongs, and perhaps even a lost gem. Let's see if you can guess them all before we reveal them. Starting from number 1. Summer. And what better way to celebrate the warm weather than with a song that practically screams sunshine?
In the summertime when the weather is high.
In 1970, a British band called Mungo burst onto the scene with their debut single, In the Summertime.
But daddy's boy, just do what you feel.
This catchy tune, with its simple lyrics about enjoying life when the sun is out, became an instant hit. It topped the charts in the UK for 7 weeks and reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. The song's happy-go-lucky vibe perfectly captured the carefree spirit of the summer season. But like many summer flings, In the Summertime didn't have lasting success. Mungo never quite recaptured the magic of their debut single, and the band disappeared from the spotlight relatively quickly. However, In the Summertime became a timeless summer anthem. Even today, the song's infectious energy and sing-along tune can transport you back to a warm summer day, filled with good times and carefree vibes. Coming right up, another timeless hit was... This following song, played on the Kung Fu movie, was the obsession of the 1970s. In 1974, Carl Douglas, a Jamaican vocalist, released Kung Fu Fighting. With its fast beat and memorable background voices, the song's irresistible lyric quickly made it a hit. It sold over 11 million copies worldwide and topped the charts in the US, UK, and other countries. Carl Douglas was never able to duplicate the song's success, even though it captured the spirit of the martial arts of the day flawlessly. But it doesn't make any less of a guilty pleasure. This next one is sure to get stuck in your head. Terry Jack's Seasons in the Sun shot to fame the moment it debuted on the radio in 1974. The sad song tells the tale of a young guy who, upon learning of the approaching end, looks back on his life and bids his loved ones farewell.
Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die.
The sad words, along with the appealing melody of the song, struck an emotional nerve with listeners. It rose to the top of the charts in several nations, including the US, and was recognized with a Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Performance, Male. But there was also criticism of Seasons in the Sun for being too emotional. After the song's first rise in popularity, some listeners thought the lyrics were a little foolish, and its popularity soon declined. Even if it might bring out a few unexpected tears, Seasons in the Sun is still a well-known song for many people who grew up in the 1970s and is a favorite choice for karaoke nights. So tell us if you have heard Seasons in the Sun. Was it a musical masterpiece or a cheesy one-hit wonder? Share your thoughts down below in the comment. Next up, another from the past that'll get you dancing is... When Beach Baby's song was first released in 1974, its carefree melody and Californian atmosphere instantly made people happy.
Do you remember back in old LA?
The lead singer completes the beach bum impression by adding a hint of an American accent. In Beach Baby, a broken-hearted surfer dude wants a past love. Because this appealing French flute melody mimics a classical composition by the well-known composer Sibelius, it may seem familiar. Although First Class's song was only a one-hit wonder, radio stations played it every summer for years. Beach Baby is a timeless classic for anyone who has ever experienced the hurt of a summer romance gone wrong, even though the band disbanded. Alright, settle in for a story song. This one's called Escape, the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes in 1979. It tells the quirky tale of a lonely man who places a personal ad in a newspaper looking for love over a pina colada.
I was tired of my lady.
He starts getting responses from women who think he's running away from someone else's wife. Plot twist. It turns out that the person he meets turns out to be his significant other.
If you have half a brain.
This catchy tune, with its island vibes, shot to the top of the charts. It perfectly captured the leisure and tropical fantasies of the disco era. But with lyrics so specific, it was hard for Rupert Holmes to follow up with another major hit. However, Escape remains a fun and unforgettable snapshot of a particular time in music. So the next time you're sipping a pina colada by the pool, you might just hear this song in your head. Don't worry, it's a perfectly normal reaction. Guys, confess your deepest, cheesiest 70s song in the comments. We won't judge. Probably. Up next, another song that defined a generation was OOH Child by the 5 Stairsteps.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get...
This tune hit the airwaves in 1970 and became an instant sensation. To be honest, OOH Child wasn't even supposed to be a hit. The 5 Stairsteps originally recorded it as the B-side to their single, Dear Prudence, but DJs changed the record and fell in love with the positive vibes of OOH Child. And positive it is. The song is packed with lovely harmonies and a powerful message of hope. The catchy chorus goes, "Someday, yeah, we'll get it together and we'll get it all done. Someday when your head is much lighter." Though it's an honest emotion, people found relevance in it during an unstable time in history. OOH Child stormed to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts, peaking at number 8. It became an essential on jazz radio stations and a song that people would turn to when they needed motivation. Even though OOH Child was never quite as successful as it was for the 5 Stairsteps, the song is still regarded as a timeless classic. It's a perfect example of a one-hit wonder that makes people happy decades after it first came out. Our next song tells us a dramatic, fictional story. When this cool song premiered on the radio in 1974, it quickly rose to the top of the charts. You're left unsure who survives as it shows a big gunfight between Chicago cops and gangsters. This song was pure entertainment in the 1970s. It was catchy, dramatic, and full of sound effects.
In the heat of a summer night.
The surprise ending is that the story itself isn't real. Chicago's past didn't include massive mafia clashes, and by 1974, the famous gangster Al Capone, who was featured in the song, wasn't even an established figure in the city. The song was a huge hit despite its factual flaws, because of its compelling tune and dramatic lyrics. Paper Lace, nevertheless, is never able to exactly replicate such. Being a classic one-hit wonder, The Night Chicago Died became their one big hit. Alright, next up on our playlist is a certified bop. This is a song that is nearly always identified with the 1970s. When King Harvest Dancing in the Moonlight first appeared on the radio in 1972, it quickly gained popularity.
We get it almost every night.
With its catchy singing and silky piano melodies, this funky song got people of all ages moving and shaking. The song shows a simple tale of a nice summer night, with everyone out dancing beneath the stars while the moon shines brightly. It was a symbol of the carefree, happy spirit of the 1970s. Dancing in the Moonlight became an iconic summer song when it soared to the top of the charts in both the United States and Canada. Eventually, Dancing in the Moonlight lost its appeal. King Harvest was a one-hit wonder, never quite able to duplicate the song's success. Even today, the opening line "Badaye Badia" can instantly transport you back to a warm summer night, complete with platform shoes and leisure suits. Did you cry after listening about that last song? Wait till you hear about the next one. Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. This song rose to fame in 1976 as a major hit at parties. With its addictive rhythm and vocals, this fun song went to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart and got everyone rolling and dancing. The problem with one-hit wonders, though, is that fire rarely strikes twice. None of the other songs that Wild Cherry put out could match the funk and enchantment of Play That Funky Music. That doesn't mean, however, that the song died entirely. It has become a mainstay of popular culture, appearing in innumerable TV series, films, and advertisements. Even now, when you hear the opening bass line, you can still be certain that it will be a crazy good good time and a mood booster. Now for the final song in the video, and the #1 song on our list that may cause you to blush a little is Afternoon Delight is our first choice. When this mellow song first appeared on the radio in 1976, it quickly gained popularity.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight.
With its engaging flow and bold lyrics, such as "You know we're talking about making love," the song quickly became popular. It turned into the theme music for countless pool parties, summer afternoons, and perhaps even a few afternoon delights. However, the Starland vocal band wasn't exactly destined to be a one-hit wonder. Before this song, they were actually a very well-respected a cappella music ensemble. Afternoon Delight combined a jazzy beat with their amazing vocal melodies to create a unique pop soul mix. The band, though, found it difficult to duplicate the song's popularity. Additionally, there was criticism about the suggestive lyrics, which restricted radio play in several locations. The Starland vocal band lost popularity after a few years, but Afternoon Delight is still a beloved party song. So, is Afternoon Delight a guilty pleasure? Absolutely. It's a fun, catchy song that captures the carefree spirit of the 1970s. So, that's all for today. We've gone through some of the catchiest one-hit wonders that dominated the airwaves in the 1970s. No doubt, these tunes perfectly captured the energy of the time with disco beats, funky bass lines, and lyrics that were equal parts fun and sometimes a little cheesy. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more nostalgic videos. We've got plenty more decades to revisit, and who knows, maybe you'll discover your next favorite guilty pleasure along the way.